Think for a moment about those quiet corners of the world,
Hmm.
the places that might seem ordinary, maybe, at first glance, but they hold incredible stories.
Right. Hidden depths.
Exactly. And today we're doing a deep dive into just such a place, the Hood, as Kesser and Steen call their local area.
Yeah, it's a great term for it.
We're going to explore the beauty and really the significance of some rare local flowers that have caught their attention.
And Kesser and Steen are our guides here. They share their passion, on their channel,
Kobjælde,
Yeah.
right?
And a lot of their work connects back to their studies, Nature Innovation, with Professor Hendricks. So it gives this really grounded perspective.
Grounded is a good word. It's about the wonders right outside our door, isn't it?
Precisely. They're inviting us, really, to see their local landscape through the lens of these very special plants.
So the mission for this deep dive, and this is really for you listening, is to get why these flowers, which lots of people might just walk past, why they're so important.
Why should we care?
Yeah, why care? And what does it actually mean to, preserve the specific places where they grow?
And Kesser and Steen have this strong belief, don't they? That if we know the plants by name,
Right, know the name.
recognize what makes them unique, understand exactly where they live,
Then that connection happens.
exactly, a real desire to protect them, it's moving beyond just, oh, nature is nice, to something much more specific and local.
I like how they put it, how they make it so relatable.
Yeah, they bring it down to earth.
Yeah.
They remind us that plants, well, like us, they need a place to live, right? They need resources,
Sure. Food and shelter, basically.
pretty much. But the big difference is, if their environment is threatened, they can't just pack up and move.
No U-Haul for a Pasque Flower.
Right. Their survival is totally linked to the health of their specific little patch of ground.
That immobody.
Mhm.
It really highlights our responsibility, doesn't it?
It really does.
Okay, so let's really join Kesser and Steen now, out on location in their hood,
Let's go there.
and focus on the stars of the show, the Kobjælde, or Pasque Flower. They say seeing these is a true sign spring has arrived in their area, often before the cows even go out to pasture.
Yeah, that timing is interesting. Now, they've seen different types, Kesser and Steen have,
Right, variations exist.
but we're going to zero in on the specific ones they found locally. It's about their experience in that landscape.
Good point. And you can feel their personal connection, can't you? It's not just like botanical listing.
No, not at all. It's this heartfelt thing, this understanding that if these specific habitats are destroyed,
Then the flowers are just gone from their landscape
Yeah.
forever.
exactly, and that deep sense of place, that's what drives their passion for getting the word out, for preservation. Hopefully that resonates with people listening too.
I think it will. Now, as they were exploring, they found two types of Kobjælde that looked, well, remarkably similar.
Steen's twin.
Yeah, Steen called them almost like twins. So we've got the Nikkende Kobjælde, that's Anemone pratensis.
Pratensis, yeah.
And the Oprit Kobjælde, Anemone pulsatilla.
Pulsatilla.
And Kesser and Steen, their goal isn't necessarily to become, instant botanical experts on telling them apart on site.
Right, it's more about the context.
Exactly. Understanding the environments where each one lives and why those places are important.
Okay, so let's picture the Nikkende Kobjælde first. The Anemone pratensis.
The nodding one.
The nodding one, yeah.
Yeah.
Kesser and Steen find it in coastal grasslands, those open, sort of windswept areas,
Near the sea, right?
and on sunny slopes, and also in sand dunes. They say it gets about 8 to 20 centimeters tall, typically.
So not huge.
Not huge. And the key thing, like you said, is in the name Nikkende, it means nodding. The flower sort of bows its head.
Okay, so imagine walking with Kesser and Steen there. Coastal grassland. You'd see this perennial herb comes back every year.
Right. From the roots.
With leaves in a little cluster at the bottom, a rosette, and then one stem upright.
And then April, May time. Just as spring's getting going. A single flower pops out at the tip. But it's not standing tall. It's nodding, drooping gracefully.
On a hairy stem, they mentioned.
Yes, stem's quite hairy. And if you got close, Kesser and Steen describe the flower as bell-shaped.
Okay.
6 petals, usually a deep, dark violet color. Really quite striking.
And what about after flowering? Does it change?
It does, yeah. As the fruits develop the seeds, that nodding stem actually straightens up.
Oh, interesting.
And the styles, those bits that receive the pollen, they spread out and get longer, forming this sort of spherical, feathery-looking head.
Wow.
The seeds themselves are technically nuts, little hard things.
Okay, so why there? Why those specific spots, the coastal grasslands, slopes, dunes that Kesser and Steen visit? What does it need?
It's all about the conditions. It loves light-filled, open spots, dry, warm environments.
Makes sense for dunes and sunny slopes.
Exactly. And the soil needs high lime content, but crucially, low nitrogen. It doesn't like really rich soil.
So it finds those niches, those spots other plants might struggle in.
Precisely. It's
Yeah.
quite specialized.
Okay, now let's switch to the other twin, the Operate Kobjælde, Anemone pulsatilla.
The upright one.
Right. Kesser and Steen say it's a similar size, that 8 to 20 centimeters again,
Mhm.
but they tend to see it more in like inland grasslands, slopes, and older dune systems, not necessarily right on the coast.
Yeah, slightly different habitats, often. They also note it turns up in gardens sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, Kesser and Steen, their main interest is the wild stuff.
Right in their hood.
Unless a garden is specifically for, like, growing food or attracting local wildlife,
Mm,
then they might take an interest.
gotcha. Their passion is really for those wild landscapes. And the name Operate, upright, that's the big clue, isn't it?
That's the key difference from its nodding cousin. The flowers stand straight up.
And they mentioned something else, hairy.
Yes, very hairy. Pretty much the whole plant leaves, stem is covered in soft hairs, and the flower stalk is hollow.
Hollow stem, hairy all over, grows upright. And in tufts, they said.
Yeah, it tends to grow in clumps, multiple stems coming from the base.
And it flowers at the same time, April, May.
Yep, same flowering period, flowers right at the top of those upright, hairy, hollow stems.
And where do Kesser and Steen usually spot it naturally?
Typically on grassy slopes, often with gravelly soil, or in those older, more established dunes.
Okay. But there's a catch for its survival, right? Something about management.
Yes, a really important point they make. It needs grazing or mowing.
To keep other plants down.
Exactly. To stop taller grasses and, more aggressive perennials from shading it out or out competing it,
Yeah.
it needs that open space and sunlight.
But it's poisonous. Don't the cows eat it?
Apparently not. Livestock tend to avoid it because it's toxic. So the grazing helps it by clearing competitors, but the plant itself is safe from being eaten. Clever, eh?
Okay, this is where that walk with Kesser and Steen gets really pointed about preservation.
Mm-hmm.
They stress that this Operate Kobjælde, the upright one, it's rare where they are, and you absolutely should not pick it.
No, collecting from the wild. Its rarity makes protecting its home even more critical.
Which brings us to the bigger picture they want to share.
That Kobjælde, generally speaking, is a protected plant in their region.
So, like when they visited that coastal meadow, the Strand Engine,
Yeah.
the experience is seeing it there, sharing that beauty, but you leave it there.
Exactly. Observe, appreciate, take pictures maybe.
But don't take the plant. Its beauty belongs in that place.
But if people are really taken with these flowers, maybe after hearing about Kesser and Steen's finds,
Yeah, if you want one for your garden.
there is a responsible way. They point out you can often buy Kobjælde, Pasque Flowers, from good nurseries.
Ah, okay.
And once you get them established in the right spot in your garden, need similar conditions, lean soil, they can self-seed quite well.
So they can spread naturally in a garden setting.
They can. But Kesser and Steen add a note of caution. Don't try and move them or divide them too soon. Let them get properly established first. They need strong roots.
Good practical tip.
Yeah. And they also mention the Operate Kobjælde, the upright one, does well in rock gardens or maybe flower meadows, as long as the soil's lean and not too acidic.
So options exist for cultivation, but it's about doing it responsibly.
Exactly. Understanding what they need and respecting that the wild ones need to stay wild.
Now, something Kesser and Steen definitely want us to know, safety.
Right. The toxicity.
The whole plant is poisonous. They've noted handling it too much can irritate the skin, even cause eczema for some people.
Yeah. So it's definitely admire from a slight distance. Don't go touching it casually.
Good advice.
And Kesser and Steen also mention its use in homeopathy
Mm-hmm.
for things like skin issues, headaches, even depression or stomach problems. But, and this is a big, but they strongly warn against anyone trying to self-medicate.
Absolutely not. Leave that to professionals, if at all.
Definitely. It just shows how potent the plant's chemistry is.
So as we've walked with Kesser and Steen, learning about these nodding and upright Kobjælde,
Mm-hmm.
their main message about preservation just becomes crystal clear, doesn't it?
It really does.
If those specific places, the coastal grasslands, the sunny slopes, the old dunes, if they get damaged or destroyed,
Then the flowers are gone. Simple as that. From their hood, from that ecosystem. It's a direct link.
Habitat loss equals species loss, right there.
And it just drives home their point about how these plants belong to these places. That specific mix of soil, sun, moisture, maybe grazing, it creates these unique niches.
Yeah.
Losing the habitat isn't just losing one pretty flower. It's like pulling a thread from the whole tapestry of their local environment.
Something that makes Kesser and Steen's hood unique.
Exactly. And by extension, makes our world unique. That's why protecting these seemingly ordinary places is just so vital.
So, wrapping up this deep dive into Kesser and Steen's Kobjælde, what are the key takeaways?
Well, we've journeyed with them, haven't we? Seen through their eyes these quite special flowers, the Nikkende and Kobjælde.
The nodding and the upright twins.
And learned about the very specific things they need to survive. Hopefully, everyone listening now gets how knowing these details really changes how you see a landscape.
Yeah, even a familiar one. Suddenly you see the hidden stories, the delicate balance.
And Kesser and Steen's passion. It's a great reminder that appreciating these unique species where they live isn't just nice, it's a responsibility.
Especially since they're protected. Learn, admire.
But leave them be. Respect their space and nature.
Okay, so let's leave everyone with a final thought, something inspired by Kesser and Steen.
Go on.
Think about your own local area, your own hood, maybe.
Okay.
How many small, maybe seemingly insignificant plants or creatures are around you? What are their stories?
Good question.
Could they have equally fascinating lives, equally important roles in your local ecosystem? Maybe Kesser and Steen's focus on their Kobjælde inspires you to look a bit closer next time you're out.
Yeah, maybe learn more about local biodiversity conservation efforts near you.
Exactly. You might be surprised what hidden wonders are waiting right there. Think for a moment about those quiet corners of the world.